Alright, so I just wanted to come and show y'all real quick out the shower my hang time and how long my hair is getting. Uh, but yes, I am about to go get braids today. About to go to Baby Shop and get some braids so he can hook me up. Yeah. It's that time. I'm tired of the fro. I'm tired of the curly. So y'all know I gotta switch it up. So we going to the braids. I look just like my grandfather like this, like Middle Eastern. But yeah, y'all. Babe done hooked me up. My hair ain't been this healthy in a long time. So yeah. Alright, y'all.
Can I give it to you, show you how you can take it all? Wanna break you off? Could you ever fall in love with a young nigga like myself? And I've been thinking about you, nobody else. And my love is good for you.
Alright, what's good, y'all? Now, we back with another one. So, today I wanted to do a low-key part 2, but not a full part 2. I really just wanted to respond to a couple comments and hit a couple notes that I made on that last one. Alright, so I just wanted to elaborate on a couple of the points that I made. So, the first one that I wanted to respond to was somebody asked me, what's the big deal about a low body count in the first place? And why do men want someone with a low body count? Is that predatory or misogynistic, etc.? So let me answer that one first. All right. So no, the reason why I said that is because that is a way to not waste time with dudes that are actually there to waste your time. All right. This one was on there because a guy that doesn't actually appreciate a good dude that's like, focused on the right things and is healthy, he doesn't actually care about what you got going on at all. Like when I was that dude, because I've been that dude before too, I haven't always been so that I always wanted to be in a relationship. I used to be a F boy, like straight up. So I could tell you, dudes that don't care about your body count, don't care, like they seem kind of like, cool about everything. They accept you for who you are, no matter how you come. I used to do that too when it was like I wasn't really in a place in my life where I was really serious about nothing or I didn't know what I wanted. I was, testing the waters, finding myself, or I just simply wasn't ready for a relationship. So that's usually what the guys are that y'all talking about. The guys that don't care about this type of stuff that I'm talking about, that y'all might be running into mostly, that don't seem to care about this is because most guys out there is lost. They finding themselves. They focus on money, career, maybe a family, etc. So a relationship isn't really on their mind. They really just want to get that nut off, and they're not really thinking about their future. Most guys ain't thinking about their future enough to even think like this. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really care at all. They don't have no reason to care. You know what I'm saying? So just because a guy isn't displaying care for your body count that's high, like let's say you got a high body count and you meeting dudes and they don't care about that, and then y'all want to come at me and say dudes like me is misogynistic, etc., controlling, whatever you want to call it. No, I'm just being honest about what is valued, okay? And as a guy who has a high body count or is in hookup culture and has been for a long time, you get down to the pickings of the guys that they don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to do in life. They don't know who they is. They trying to find themselves. So it doesn't matter how you come. You can come with a high body count because they don't care. It's not that they don't care about you. They just don't care about no relationship, nothing serious. They don't care about someone being valuable because they don't maybe not even really have no high self-esteem themselves, bro. I mean, let's just be real. It takes a king to really actually know what he wants and go for somebody who he ain't gonna hurt his feelings just because they've been out there, ran through the dirt in the streets, hook it up after hookup. Those people lessen themselves every time they do that. And I mean affectionately. A guy that sleeps around with a lot of guys, they have a low affectionate level and they have a low vibration. So that's what you're gonna attract when you sleep around with all those different dudes. You're gonna attract dudes that don't have an actual goal with you, a actual like care about what's going on. They're just in it for the moment. You know, they're there for a good time, not a long time. They just going with the flow, going with the vibe. It's all about that because they might just need a distraction. They might just need something to take their mind off of work. They might just need something to take their mind off of the bullshit that they got going on in their family or their life, struggling, worried about something, you know, dealing with addictions, etc. So they probably just want somebody to bypass time, you know, be comfort for them, somebody to have some kind of affection with so that they don't feel completely lonely because we human. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that on there so that y'all didn't confuse somebody who was open-minded for somebody who just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the times the nigga just don't care. He ain't really into none of that you talking about. He ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? He focused on other things. So right now, it doesn't matter how high your body count is. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping with 4 other dudes. It doesn't matter if you're a slut. As long as I can come through, get up in that thing, it's fun and it's good, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where that guy is at. That's just to let that be known, okay? Now, also with the number 2 part about the jobs. When I was saying about the career, okay? When I was saying about the career, not working so much because a guy, it's a deal breaker for a guy if you work too much. What I was meaning by that is you don't want to look at a relationship like your focus should be either on a relationship or your career. Men need to stop thinking like that, like you can only do one or the other, bro. Real talk, you need to look at it like what you want in life. So the first part is find out what you want in life, okay? How it looks usually in a simple way is at the end of the day, you want a family, you want a good career in whatever career you're going for. You want that to be successful. You want to have a family, or you want the family that you birthright in close to you, or and friends or whatever, and then you also might want to travel. You might want to own a home. Okay, let's say you want to own a home, have a career, have a good career, and have a relationship. Those 3 things right there are 3 different boxes, okay? So you don't go, I need to focus on my relationship and then all guys need to go to the side. No, you focus on both at the same time, okay? If you know that you want both, go after both. Quit saying you got to focus on one or the other. You got to learn how to multitask and build your experience up because it's like a muscle. You cannot just jump straight into, oh, I've been single all my life, focus on my career, and now I'm gonna meet a dude, and then just go straight in and just being a relationship material dude. That's not how it works. You have to build that muscle of multitasking, juggling a relationship, your career, your family, all that, like your whole life. You got to get used to that because if you don't, you'll blame every guy for why you're distracted, and that's not the purpose of a relationship. You'll demean every purpose of a person coming in your life because you'll look at it like it's either the relationship or your career. That's why I said that. So yes, the working, 10, 12 hours plus, it's not necessarily about that. If you get in the relationship and then you want to start working that much, then that's fine. But as far as getting to know somebody, it's going to be difficult for you to get to know somebody when you're working like that. It makes you to where you're not available enough to get to know nobody and you're going to just be single. That's what I was saying. And you're just going to be in the hookup culture because y'all not being abstinent. So y'all not going to sit here and act like being single is really just what I say single is. And that's being single, really just focus on yourself. No, y'all be single messing around with dudes. So if that's going to be the case, you're going to just be in hookup culture inevitably because once you meet a dude that actually is something, when you are involved in that for so amount of a time, you become distrusting of a real relationship even existing. So a dude could come that's really legit for you and you won't believe it. You'll be so insecure so damaged, so traumatized by all the pain you didn't endure from all these different dudes. So when you finally get one right, you won't even know how to accept it because you're not used to nothing right. You used to fuck boys. So that's why another reason why it's important for you to isolate yourself so that you don't get your brain fogged to where you find somebody good and you over here looking for every reason to leave them alone because you just cannot fathom that there's a real like good relationship possibilities out here in this world in 2024. That's the reason why I was saying that it's a domino effect. Even for tops, if you sleep around with different dudes and you get used to that, it becomes an addiction. So when you find a dude that's good and you try to settle down, you're not going to be able to because you're used to hooking up with different dudes. So you're going to have a good dude, you're going to want to keep him, but then you're going to be itching going out, cheating on him, sneaking around, cheating because you are used to your being is now accustomed to something that you have to break yourself of. That's what I meant by breaking of the spirit, of the bad habits of hookup culture. You can't jump straight out of hookup culture, hooking up with a different dude every other day or every other week, and then automatically jump straight into a relationship that you're going to be faithful in is going to last. It doesn't work like that. You got to practice it before you get there. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. Yeah. A relationship, a career, or a job should be what he does already, is what also I'm going to add on here. 3, a career and his job is what he needs to be doing already so that y'all can bypass those dudes that want to say, oh, I need to focus on my career and I can't do this right now. Get you a dude that's already doing what he wants to do. So like, meaning if the dude is in a field of wanting to be a cosmetologist, right? Make sure that that dude's already doing makeup on people, working at Mac or something. Like, he doesn't need to be a call center representative or a warehouse worker, a UPS driver, a Prime Amazon driver or something. And then this nigga doesn't even want to do that. He wants to do something else. That's the dudes you want to stay away from. You want to get you a dude that's already in his career field so he looks at it like when you come around, this is an addition to his life because he's already doing what he wants to do career-wise. There's nothing else that can come of that. He's already in his passion, his field that he loves, that he's good in. You know what I'm saying? He got all his self figured out. That's what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't be comparing a relationship to a spouse because those are two different sections. You're supposed to go for both of them. They're supposed to both be the end all goal. You shouldn't put one or the over the other because if you lean to one or the other, let's say you focus on nothing but a career, you're going to be that successful ass nigga that ain't got nobody but fucking with dudes who's using them for his money. And if you don't do nothing but focus on a relationship, you're going to be codependent and you ain't going to be healthy for no relationship because you're going to need somebody and that's not healthy. So what y'all need to do, balance that out, come in the middle, be interdependent, have the ability to be in a relationship and have a successful career and focus on both of those at the same time. That's what I was really trying to say. Stop leaning over into that career. Y'all be using work. Somebody commented and they was facts on that. Y'all be using work as a way to subsidize for other addictions. Like y'all be alcoholic, sex addiction, drug addiction possibly. But what y'all would rather do is work all the time so that y'all can distract yourself from that. And then y'all call yourselves successful, but really you're a workaholic because you have endowed your whole self into work because you've shut everything off. You shut the possibility of a relationship. You probably cut your family off and all kinds of shit. So you just focus straight all into work and say, fuck relationships. And that's an addiction as well. Okay. So I'm glad that somebody commented that because that's not good either. I always say too much of anything isn't good. Balance is required. All right. And what else? Yeah, a relationship and your career are two separate things, but equally important goals for you. Like I just said, yes, they're equal goals for you. So look at it like while you're in a career, you can be looking for that perfect person so that can fulfill you. Okay. When you got a good person, you should be focused on your career so that you can be fulfilled with both of those as well. Stop doing one or the other. Stop that. That's childish and it's weak-minded. Little do you know. And it's actually a brainwash mechanism to keep you single, lonely, and just susceptible to all kinds of brainwash mechanisms and everything. Like, fulfill yourself. Go after what you want. Everything, not just one or the other. All right? And Yeah, so that's what I meant about that. Now I'm gonna respond to these comments that I got, y'all, from a couple of y'all, and I'm actually gonna start doing this. When I get some interesting comments, I'm gonna shout y'all out and read the comment, and I'm gonna respond to it. All right. So the first one, what do you do if so from at DM333? He says, what do you do if you're attracting men that say they want a relationship but are looking for help? I am at a stage in my life where I have shifted my focus from dating to my career. I've tried to put others before my success, but it only holds me back and I feel disappointed. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, basically. Like, learn how to multitask and stop feeling like you got to do one or the other. You can be focused on that career and actively looking for a partner. You can go on dates, all that. Also, let me tell y'all how to narrow it down when y'all looking for a dude. Uh, Instead of just going on dates with every dude that you just attracted to, talk to them, get to know them a little bit, ask a few questions just about what's going on, get to feel them out, right? Over the phone, over text, whatever, FaceTime, whatever y'all want to do. And have 3 deal breakers for you that you cannot deal with, okay? Know those and weed them out by that, okay? For instance, if you know that you look affectionate, like your love language is affection, quality time, right? You should be going and looking for dudes that, yes, they may work, they may have careers, but they also are always trying to kick it with you or something. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to pull up after work. Whatever free time they got, they trying to spend it with you. If the dude is using the excuse that he's busy, those are the guys you want to go ahead and just exit out. Okay. So that's why I say it's important to know who you are so that you can be able to find somebody faster. When you don't know who you are, you just going all throughout the shit, sifting through everybody, and that's going to waste a lot of time. Okay. So if you're the dude that your love language is acts of service, and you got a dude coming through and he bringing you food, and he helping you out with gas money and stuff or whatever you might need, he helping you with services. But then you got another dude that you talking to, and you can't get this nigga to do nothing. He don't want to do nothing. He don't want to open the door for you when y'all go on dates. He don't want to, do no kind of court shit. That's not gonna turn you on. You ain't gonna be happy with that nigga. Move on. You know what I'm saying? Exit those ones out. Like, that's how you weed them down. All right. Oh, somebody DM me. I want to respond to this. So King Royale, you had hit me up and was like, do a video on this. So if you give up on if you give it up on the first night, and a few times after that, when a straight deal decides to hit you up for a nut, then the bottom decides to change his mind or change his ways and calm all that down and start becoming the chase to the straight deal top, like not giving it up when he hits you up no more and just want to chill and hang out and don't give it up and start acting like the straights. How will the straight deal view that? Well, all right, honestly, that's you can't give it up and then renege on that. Like, you can't give it up and then go back on that. You can't be easy to get in the bed and then all of a sudden the next time I come and chill with you, you don't want to do it no more. The reason why you don't fail there is because with the dude that just wants to smash, that second time when he sees that you don't want to smash, like you're not easy to smash no more, you're going to lose him anyway, but you done already gave it up to him. So he's a body that you just gave for nothing. If you're going to accumulate bodies, at least make them count. Okay, there's no point of sleeping with somebody and then deciding to stop sleeping with them. Like, that makes no point. There's no sense in that. Don't do that. You're gonna lose out on a good dude too, like that. Because I'm gonna tell you, dudes done did that with me too. Try to give it up to me, and they notice like, oh, this is hubby dude, or they probably not try to give it to me at all. But I know that they're giving it to other dudes. I ain't letting that fly. So even if you're not giving it to me, and he can sense, like if a good dude can sense that, oh, you're not giving it to me because you want to make me wait, but you want to give it up to other niggas because you like me, but you don't like them. So you'll have meaningless sex with them. But because you like me, you don't want to have sex with me. You want to make me wait and all these games and stuff. That's going to turn off a good dude because he's going to know that you're not really about what you say you about. You just want somebody like me to admire you because it feeds your ego. You know what I'm saying? Other dudes ain't giving that to you. So you want a nigga like me to do that because I'm that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna tell that you using and playing him, and he ain't going. It's manipulative. He ain't going for that. But also the dude that you been gave it to, but he's not serious about a relationship. After you stop giving it up, he ain't gonna be one to hit you up no more. And then you basically just look stupid. Like you got egg on your face. Like you gave it up. You try to have self-worth after that, have some class after that, but you gave it up on some sleazy stuff. You can't expect a dude to look at you like you not that when you showed that. That's why I told y'all in the first video, even if my dude was really what he was, but I couldn't tell and he gave it up easily, he would have lost me just because at the end of the day, your actions is what matters. And I want to say that too. Actions speak louder than words. Somebody asked me earlier in here, they said, what they said, basically something about if a dude says he wants a relationship, there's a lot of dudes out here saying that they want relationships, but they not acting like it. Pay attention to the actions always and not the words. And this may even be in a good way or in a bad way, however y'all want to look at it. Because there's been times when my boyfriend has said some crazy shit to me. Not really crazy, but just something that made me go like, huh? But then it'd be in an argument. And then I notice like, and I'd be thinking like, do he really feel like that? But then I notice in his actions, he don't feel like that because his actions say different. So a dude can say something mean to you, but his actions and he coming through, kicking it, he always want to be around. He say, you know, he show you he love you or he care about you. He want to get to know you, but he says little stuff that, you know, a lot of dudes front, a lot of dudes say stuff when they mad too. So you can gauge it like that when you can pay attention only to actions. Don't pay attention to words, bro. Don't be no female-minded person that feels like words is, you know, females, you say something good to them and they go. Like, don't be that dude, okay? Know that actions is always going to matter over words, okay? Straight up. So if a dude, actions don't add up to his words, he don't mean it. If he say he want a relationship, but he don't kick it with you, he don't hit you up, he ain't trying to be around, he may not want it with you. So he might not even be lying all the way, but he don't want it with you. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he's lying or not. What you need to worry about is what the actions show to you. Does he actually show you that he wants to be with you? Otherwise, leave it going. All right, leave it alone. I'm trying to tell you, you will know for a fact because when dudes like you, they do not, nigga, you'll know. Okay, there will be no question. If you're questioning it, he doesn't like you. All right. And there was another one, I think. Oh, hold on. Let me actually go to my comments. It was the work one I wanted to respond to. So at horror psycho 0508 said, I got to disagree on the career take. We are both men in a relationship and having a career is not always a negative. You may not really understand because you had a really strong foundation with seed money. Most people need to hustle to get the lifestyle they desire. Why should I dampen my career and money making ambitions for some hypothetical dude? That sounds very illogical. I want a man who has the same career drive as me so we can build something great together. All right, so I get where you were going at now. You did have good intentions with that, but that first part, what was it? We are both men in a relationship. We having a career is not always a negative. You may not having a career is not always. No, it's not a negative having a career at all. Y'all, for instance, okay, so my boyfriend, he does hair. He sometimes doesn't get off like till 8, 9 o'clock at night. It just depends, but he also goes in when he wants. He has free time in between clients and everything. So I don't feel as if he's working all the time because he's still available. So having a career that you are able to make time for still is not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about if you use work as an excuse for why you can't kick it, like a lot of dudes use work as an excuse when it's never should be an excuse because whatever you want to do, you're going to make time to do it. Stop just making time just to have sexual encounters and start making time to actually build relationships and build connections, real connections with people. Stop living plastic. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't just be the dude that works so much that he don't have no energy to put his energy into nothing else. Learn how to put your energy into fulfilling your life. Your goal should be fulfillment, not a good career, not just a happy relationship. It should be fulfillment. We can't have these happy relationships without these good jobs and careers and money, bro. I mean, let's just be real. We got to get to the bag. I'm not saying that. and I'm not saying you gotta be successful with a lot of money to have a relationship, because you don't. You can have either or without the other, or everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens under the sun. I'm just saying, to heighten your chances, you want to be available when you meet a dude that you like. You want to be available and don't use work as an excuse. All right. And then most people need to hustle and get a lifestyle they desire. And yeah, like you said, most people need to hustle and get a lifestyle that they desire. Why should I dampen my career, money making ambitions for a hypothetical dude? You need to also remember that you need to know the difference between, I am so afraid of going back to struggling, because that whole statement of I come from money, so I can't understand. Well, my boyfriend doesn't come from money. I do. And we've had arguments and we've had things that we've had to work through because of it. Because he was so focused on not struggling no more because he comes from the gutter. So he was so focused on not struggling no more that was a part of like his hyper independence, was what we will argue about, because it's like, you have to be able to know that you're going to be okay at the end of the day anyway. Believe in that. And also know the difference between your traumas and what you are, because that's a trauma thing. That's a trauma response. You grow up struggling, you come from nothing. So all you care about throughout your whole life is money, and that is not healthy. All right. So I'm just pointing that out because that's a lot of people's thing and they don't know it. Which is why a lot of people opposite with relationships. They might have grown up in a bad family or something, and all they could crave for is that family that they never got or something. Like, don't be that person that's trauma bonding with people, okay? Like, so, like saying that you want a dude that has the same hustle and drive as you, like, two busy dudes is not going to really be, like, me and my dude, don't get it twisted, we busy. I got Say So TV, Instacart, my job, my family, my friends, my cat. Like, I have a whole full life. He does as well. So I'm not talking about you got to be somebody who don't have a full life or a career. I'm saying you got to be somebody who has the ability to multitask those and put both of them on the same level and not one over the other. You can't be like that. All right. You need to know that they're both equal. Okay. And yeah, you said that sounds very illogical. I want a man who has the same drive as me. Correct. All right. So then you also said, when I responded, you responded again. I didn't read this one. The truth is, you don't understand. The fact is, most men don't have an option to just stop being ambitious or money making. Why would I slow myself down for somebody I don't even know yet? I would never date a grown man, then expect him to give up his career for me. That sounds so backwards to me. I don't want some man sitting around all day waiting for me. I hope to find one who thinks the way I do. So what y'all also need to take into consideration is that it's not all about what you want. It's about also what the other guy wants. Okay. A lot of people just forget that what your list of what you want is not just what it takes to last a relationship. It's not all about you. Okay. A lot of gay guys got that really twisted. What I was saying was for the mutual benefit of both parties. If you're talking about you want a dude that works just as much as you, when y'all link up, what is that going to look like? Are you linking up at the same time at every night, or does he work night shift, you work day? Because I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all don't have a compatible shift or a compatible schedule, then somebody's not going to be happy. It's not just about what you want, bro. Like, I think y'all forget that. When I'm saying these things, I'm saying this for the betterment of the whole relationship and both parties in a relationship. So, yes, what you're saying is possible. It can happen. But it depends on what it looks like to you. We're not talking face to face. So that's why I am going to start doing lives, because I do want to know exactly what people are meaning. And then y'all need to know exactly what I'm meaning, because I think there's some misunderstandings happening too. But yeah, just always be paying attention to what this person's receiving out of what you're offering or what you're asking for. Don't just look at what it is in it, what's in it for you. Always look at what's in it for the other person as well. All right. So yeah, that's fine and dandy that you might find a dude that thinks like you, but also let's remember, y'all, like we said, like I just told y'all, finding dudes who think certain ways equals the other things. If the dude don't mind you being career driven all the time like that, and that's all, you cool with that, working all the time and being career driven, what you're most likely going to attract is a dude that uses you financially or for a place to stay or something, because you don't actually have the time to give someone, or it may not be enough for a person who wants something deeper than that. So you'll probably just attract people who just want to use you. Or you might attract a cheater because you don't have that much time to give. So it's okay because they can go mess with these other dudes that they got on their roster. So you also want to pay attention to what that means for you based on what you're asking for. If you want a dude that don't care about virginity, that don't care about low body count, that don't care about you sleeping with his friends, then you're going to most likely get you a messy dude who might have a career going, but he messy and he got a lot of trauma he ain't dealt with. That's why he don't care about you having a bunch of baggage. Because it's like, I can't judge you if I'm messed up. Like, that's why they say birds of a feather flock together. So if they're nothing really like that and you haven't done the work either, well, then that's the reason why you're finding dudes that haven't done the work on themselves, because you haven't either. So that's what y'all need to realize what's going on. This is not just there's a domino effect of reactions based on who you choose on whatever. All right. So I just want y'all to know that. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to find a dude that's career driven, just like you. But just know what are you looking for? How is that going to look? How you want that to look? And y'all need to both communicate that and come to terms and come to an agreement on that schedule on what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So everything's possible under the sun. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not never saying that nobody can't have what they want. I'm just putting the facts out there because I think y'all overlook a lot. All right. So yeah. All right. Oh, another thing I wanted to add real quick before I go. Accountability. Make sure you find somebody who takes accountability, because I'm noticing that with that Gen X generation, especially, that's the I'm not taking no accountability generation. And a lot of us grew up with parents that wouldn't take no accountability for the pain and trauma that they passed us, because they said it was just as bad for them and et cetera, right? So you want to make sure you find somebody who has accountability, not only that because of the history, but because of nowadays social media and everything has created lots of people who are so self-centered that they don't even want to take no accountability. And you're going to dodge the best bullets by just making sure that you find somebody who can take accountability, and make sure you do as well. Give what you're asking for, take accountability. Know that submitting and being dominant is on both y'all, not just one of y'all or the other. Now, y'all might lean on the other spectrum dominantly. You might be more masculine. He might be more dominant. He might be more dominant. You might be more submissive. However, y'all still both need to respect each other, to know that just apologizing is a part of a relationship. That's not submitting. That's not being vulnerable. It could be vulnerable in a way, but being honest, being transparent, and being honest, and being apologetic is a part of a relationship on both ends. That doesn't matter what part. If you the bottom, top, nothing. So tops, make sure that y'all are also giving what y'all asking for. Don't just think that that's just for the bottom or for a feminine person to do. Is be empathetic, kind. Come on, I know y'all can hear this siren, so hold on. Don't think that the only person that is supposed to be doing that is the flamboyant, is the feminine one, okay? Don't think the only person that is doing the apologizing and coming to, to fix the relationship and all that is supposed to only be done by the bottom or the feminine one. All right, that's both of y'all to do. And yeah, y'all, just make sure y'all finding people who actually have the ability to love and get a kick out of loving and wanting to be with somebody, and not somebody who's just passing time and don't got no values. You want to make sure that somebody that you dating got some values, okay? So yeah. All right, y'all. That's it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. Baby, how much I really take?